Have you ever just stood in an empty room and felt totally overwhelmed? Well, what if I told you a 19-year-old creator not only faced that feeling head-on, but turned a completely blank box into this incredible multi-zone masterpiece? Today, we're going to break down exactly how he built his dream bedroom, one zone at a time. Let's dive in. So this is where it all starts. And that's not just a statement, you know? It's like the starting gun for this huge creative marathon. We're not talking about redecorating here. This is about creating a whole vibe from literally nothing. Just four walls, a floor, and a ton of ambition.
And the mission? Oh, it wasn't just to, fill the space. In his own words, it was to create the world's most aesthetically pleasing room. No pressure, right? This just sets the stage perfectly. Every single choice from here on out is like a brushstroke on this massive canvas.
Okay, so with a goal that big, where do you even start? Well, you start with the absolute basics, the foundation of any bedroom: sleep. By tackling the sleep zone first, he's not just being practical, he's actually setting the anchor for the entire room's design.
This right here shows you the whole layering process. It kicks off with the bed frame, which he built himself, by the way, with no instructions. Then the personality starts to pop with the bedding and those really cool knot pillows. And notice the smart hack here, using IKEA Alex drawers as nightstands. Then, bam, he goes big with that huge piece of abstract art and brings it all back down to earth with practical stuff like lamps and essentials.
But of course, it's never as easy as it looks on video, is it? This quote is just a hilarious and super real reminder of the struggle behind that perfect shot. That giant piece of art that totally makes the room, yeah, it was an absolute nightmare to hang up, especially doing it all by yourself. All right, with the sleep zone locked in, the room is really starting to take shape. But, a bedroom's got to be more than just a place to crash. It's got to be a statement. And that's where this style corner comes in, turning his passion for sneakers into a pretty stunning design feature. Man, this is like a masterclass in making one cohesive zone out of a bunch of different things. You've got the IKEA shelves for the main sneaker collection, a super sleek Pinterest-style clothing pole for jackets, and then these smaller shelves to really show off those hero pairs, the super rare ones. Throw in some smart lighting for mood, a dresser, a full-length mirror, and boom, you've got this perfect mix of storage and style. And here we go again with the reality of DIY. We've all been there, right? That moment you're surrounded by screws and pieces of wood, and you're just ready to give up. For him, it was mounting the shoe display. It's just a funny and honestly a deeply relatable moment of pure frustration.
This slide, it really says it all, doesn't it? Almost 3 in the morning, and he is still dialing in the details on just this one corner. It kind of makes you wonder, what are you willing to do to get your dream space just right?
So, with 2 zones down, it was time to face the biggest challenge of all, that massive, empty wall. This wasn't just about hanging a TV, no. This was about creating a full-blown entertainment and gaming hub, which, of course, came with its own set of problems.
And here's where it gets a little tricky. He had this vision for a giant projection screen, but there was one big problem: the ceiling fan. It was smack dab in the middle of where a projector would need to go. So, what would you do?
Let's just pause for a second and appreciate the scale here. A 100-inch screen. That's not just a big TV. That is a home cinema experience. And that's exactly why figuring out that projector problem was so important.
And the solution? It was brilliant because it was so simple. Instead of some crazy complicated mounting system, he just used this stylish little stool from Target. It's a great reminder that, hey, sometimes the easiest answer is the best one.
So, with the projector figured out, it was time to build out the rest of the zone. The screen went up, a sleek IKEA stand was put together, and this cozy little seating area with 2 chairs and a rug really defined the space. A tall plant and some cool accent lighting were the final touches, turning this corner into a true entertainment oasis.
Of course, it wouldn't be an IKEA project without a moment of total confusion. Putting those chairs together turned into a battle with the instruction manual, which he called the most confusing I have ever read. Yeah, we feel that. All right, we're in the home stretch now. The 3 main zones are done, and it is time for those final little touches before the big reveal. Let's see how he brings this all home. To make sure every single inch of the room was actually being used, he added a couple of final, really key pieces. A clean, simple standing desk for another gaming setup, and a corner shelf that kind of cleverly mirrors the shoe wall, which creates this nice symmetry and gives them even more display space.
And here it is, the moment we've all been waiting for. On the left, you've got this empty, kind of soulless box. And on the right, a vibrant, super functional space that is just bursting with personality. The transformation is, it's just mind-blowing.
So what's the big lesson here? It's all about the zonal build. By breaking down this huge, intimidating project into smaller, more manageable zones, he was able to create this cohesive and seriously functional room one piece at a time. It's a genius approach, and it's something anyone can use. This entire transformation really started with one question: what's the most important thing this room needs to do? So I'll leave you with this. If you were starting from scratch, what's the very first zone you would build to anchor your own dream space? And maybe more importantly, what would that choice say about you?